South Central Patrol, McNeil.
Yes, ma'am.
Your badge number?
10761.
Okay, McNeil, I am trying to get something done. My parental rights have been violated. I miss and I'm getting tortured because I miss my daughter dearly.
What your daughter?
Well, there's multiple parties that are sabotaging my rights as a parent, and I'm not exactly sure on what to do to move forward because I have supervised visits that were derived out of corruption, and multiple parties are. I'm sorry.
You got custody of her or what?
They were hindered out of corruption. And how would you move forward if someone made false statements to a family court, which is criminal, and the CPS, which is also criminal?
Yeah. No, I'm saying, so you don't have custody.
No, once again, out of criminal activity, someone has made false statements to a family court and CPS, and both of those are crimes.
Oh, gotcha. So who got custody of it?
The dad.
Yeah. Where the dad at right now?
He's at his house.
Okay. When you have supposed to go back to court?
Well, I wanted to know how I get an investigation for the parties that are committing crimes to sabotage my rights as a parent. The 2 times the court wouldn't let me appear at my court date when they didn't show, which is supposed to be dismissed if they don't show. But the court didn't do that. They covered for them not showing the court 2 times. And then ignored me saying that I didn't have access to my child when they did not follow the first custody agreement that they have of visitation. So since they weren't following the first custody agreement, they were in contempt because they didn't follow that, but the court covered for it. And I still haven't had visitation. Now they're blaming it on family FLP.
Well, that's funny. You know you have to go to court. We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing about that.
Okay, so if a party is committing crimes to sabotage my rights as a parent, why can't I report that my child custody rights are being hindered? I'm supposed to see her on Saturdays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying on that. You have to talk to the judge about that. You got an attorney?
No, they didn't provide me with an attorney, and I thought when your child custody rights were at stake, you were supposed to get an attorney.
Yeah. So why you don't have one? Why you didn't get one?
Well, I was indigent. I thought they were committing crimes, which is what I'm having a hard time reporting to the police. It's like police cover for all the crimes and won't do an investigation. Like, well, they won't investigate why 3 officers detained me on false pretenses that was on camera footage. And why Carter took me or hauled me off and detained me again for reporting crimes there. Well, they're at that location. That's not getting investigated either. Or why they came out when I was trying to report interference with child custody with mental health people to sabotage that report and tried to threaten me with an arrest and a ticket for calling the non-emergency line, slander and lies. Why are the police enforcing the crime with my daughter? Are they behind it? Because they have made a ticket. They have came and interrupted me at CPS from talking to CPS. And then they started having the businesses scheme so they wouldn't have to be involved. They're smart. They're police. So what they did, they came and interrupted it first. So since they wouldn't be incriminated, now they set up for the businesses to do it. And then want to investigate the businesses and the chaos they've created out of corruption. You understand? It took me a while to understand, but since law enforcement was denied, I had to catch on.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I believe the government is behind all of it. So that's why they're not denying 60-something reports, because they created the chaos. So they would essentially be investigating themselves.
I got you.
So to keep themselves from going to jail, they just deny an investigation for 60-something reports to cover for their own crimes. But as for us today, you have a lot of evidence. So what are you recommending that I do? Because I thought these were federal crimes. Multiple parties, multiple departments and police departments and agencies being enlisted together to violate and target one individual, I thought was criminal.
How many agencies you think it is?
Well, what I'm trying to build on is with criminal activity and how we can move forward and not discuss, the minute things. What I'm trying to get done is some law enforcement and justice, which I don't understand why you can't get that with the government and police department. because that is criminal.
Yeah, I got you.
And if this is how the government, if all citizens would be treated like this, the government would collapse.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, so we don't need that. We don't need our government stealing child support payments, detaining someone, enforcing child abuse, enforcing identity theft, credit card fraud, and all these other things. We don't need the government to enforce criminal activity, assaults, assault with a deadly weapon, robberies, domestic abuse. We don't need all that.
Yeah.
So I've said a lot of, and then also sabotaging someone to get money out their own bank account, mail fraud, mail corruption with mail, which is a felony. So what I'm trying to do, I've said went over a lot of major things. Why won't the police department refer this information over to the FBI, who investigates it? Because they're denying me services when I call on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. You talk to the FBI.
The problem of it is police keep coming to intervene in my reports. I was handcuffed at the FBI. And I was arrested at the Texas Rangers. So I can't get police to stop interrupting and arresting me and committing crimes. So it's kind of difficult for me to move forward because of the government, covering for the identity theft, the stolen food stamps, stolen child support payments. It's hard to move forward. So are you guys going to consistently keep denying me investigation for all that chaos, or what's going to happen?
No, I'm going to investigate it for you, alright?
Okay, what's your name?
McNeil.
So when am I going to get a call back?
I'll give you a call back.
When?
Just what? I'll give you a call back.
Sure, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.